So this is the down low on a martial arts franchise that sold over 700 locations in the United States. They have about 260 currently open as of the beginning of 2023, and 54 of their franchisees are suing the parent company. Premier Martial Arts is the name of this franchise brand. Their parent company is Unleashed Brands, and then the firm that sold the majority of these locations is called Franchise Fastlane. They were all named in the lawsuit together with a prominent franchise broker / influencer and a few of the executives at these companies. The lawsuit alleges the Premier Martial Arts franchise opportunity was marketed as a semi-absentee, highly profitable business with 40% profit margins. If it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. If you're not working day to day in the business and right away you're in the first year, 2 years, you're getting a 40% profit margin, I really need to see that business. On the Premier Martial Arts franchising website, they boast about average franchisees making over $500,000 a year in gross revenues. You look at the print at the end of their page, it only represents about 16% of their franchise system. So the average, in effect, is just the top 15 franchise locations. Some of those were licensees from many years back. Some of them have martial arts experience. And for different reasons, they're doing very well. And maybe a couple of them are doing 40% profit margins. But I don't even think for those, the average net income would be 40%. Premier Martial Arts, despite the lawsuit that was filed against them in December 2020, was number 140 overall in the Entrepreneur Magazine 2023 Franchise 500 list. It also was number 1 for the children's fitness category. A lot of moving parts with this brand, Premier Martial Arts. Still, the founders quite involved in the business. It was sold, or at least partly sold, to Unleashed Brands. Unleashed Brands, the parent company, was first reported to also be up for sale in May 2022. The parent company, Unleashed Brands, had a record year of earnings with over $20 million in profit, potentially valuing the business, this umbrella company of multiple franchise brands, at $200 million plus. Unleashed Brands does have a proven profitable franchise concept with Urban Air Adventure Park. Everything that I've read on this company, I've heard from this company, it makes pretty good money, and it has been a good return of capital for franchisees in the system. However, I have spoken to numerous franchisees at some of their other concepts, including Snapology, which were flat out disillusioned with the opportunity of investing in a Snapology, and it hasn't really panned out for them. One Snapology franchisee I met in person left his $100,000 plus salary job to open up a Snapology education business. Years in the business, he's making nowhere near his prior salary and working more hours. Part of the issue with this martial arts lawsuit, from all I see, you had so many people that were compensated for selling the business. You had the franchise sales organization, Franchise Fastlane. You had franchise brokers that were compensated by the franchise fee for candidates they brought into the system. You had the private equity funds, the investors that own Premier Martial Arts, own the holding company Unleashed Brands, that wanted to get the valuation up. And how to do that, you sell more territory, so then you get franchise fees and royalties. So there was a lot of selling going on in terms of the Premier Martial Arts, and sadly, they weren't so transparent from what I've seen and the information they've conveyed in the past to prospective franchisees. And even to today, I don't like when it says average franchise sales, average gross sales, and then you scroll to the bottom and it's not the average at all. If I'm looking to buy a franchise, I see average. I think of that's being all the franchises, not just the top 15. If they're treating you like this as a prospective franchisee, I don't know how they're going to be working with you throughout the franchise process after you sign that 10-year franchise agreement. So rapid expansion with Premier Martial Arts. A lot of first-time entrepreneurs were sold 3 packs, developing 3 territories. You pay a pretty high fee up front, $80K, $90K up front to secure the territories, and they're only opened 1, and some of them are planning to close or close even that single location, not after so much more time. Now, private equity has done amazing in the franchise space. And if it's structured right and it's a win-win for everyone, all the stakeholders, it can be an amazing fusion of capital into the system and benefit the franchisee, customers, everyone involved. Years back, Domino's was bought by a private equity firm, Bain Capital, who helped grow average sales and profit for Domino's franchisees across the globe. In the United States, Domino's has relied on recruiting franchisees among their employees and scaling up slowly to 5 pizza restaurants or more for a single franchisee. So imagine that is a guy that started off as delivery, moved up to assistant manager, and now he owns 5 Domino's, and he's a millionaire, if not multi-millionaire. Other examples would be Chick-fil-A with the Cathy family. They have a franchisee development pipeline that's based on their employees. So there you have it, Premier Martial Arts still promoting that they have average gross sales of $548,000, and that only represents the top 15 franchisees in their system for their reporting year. If you're a Premier Martial Arts franchisee, or if you're even looking at the opportunity, I'd love to hear from you. Feel free to write in the comment section, or if you prefer to reach out in private, email me at patrick@vettedbiz.com. Thanks.